Christian Morris. Back to interior, Christian's hospital room, resuming. Dominic snaps out of the memory. He places the photo back down on the table. Christian slowly wakes up. His piercing hazel eyes look up at him.
Hey, buddy. It's me, Dominic.
Christian smiles at Dominic. He's very weak and not speaking. He coughs and tries to catch his breath. Christian tries to raise his weak hand to cover his mouth. Dominic grabs 2 surgical gloves and takes Christian's other hand and holds it tightly.
Hey, buddy. I got Wendy's message. How you feeling?
Dominic clenches his jaw and shifts his focus away for a beat.
Sorry, man. Stupid-ass question. I've been working nonstop since my divorce. Gotta live on the road now because Patricia's killing me with child support.
Christian nods his head in agreement.
My pops died. He had a stroke while mowing the lawn. It was fast, and I don't think he suffered. And I should have told you earlier, but it's been hectic trying to get his affairs in order. He was a very complicated man. The girls are fine and healthy. Just trying to make it.
Christian coughs louder. His hand trembles as he pulls down the breathing mask from his face. He mumbles incoherently and directs his finger towards the drawer of the stand.
What?
Look in.
Dominic looks down and opens one of the nightstand drawers and pulls out a large spiral notebook. He opens the notebook and looks at the filled pages. Christian pulls down his oxygen mask and mumbles again.
Read. Understand?
Yes, I understand.
Dominic opens the notebook to page 1 and reads Christian's finely printed words out loud.
It's hard to put this on paper, what I'm feeling now, knowing that I'm slowly dying. As I write my thoughts, it's been over a year since my initial diagnosis. Cheryl and I are very distant. To be honest, she hates me for what I did to her, and we haven't spoken since Alicia was born. I really fucked up this time.
Christian, what did you do?
Dominic keeps reading.
Nothing can ever prepare you for getting bad news. I always thought I was lucky. Getting through the abandonment by my father to getting molested as a child by a friend of my mother, but nothing can ever compare you for what I was about to experience.
Christian starts coughing and slowly covers his mouth. Dominic puts on some latex gloves and wipes Christian's mouth, staining the gloves with blood.
Sounds like you have pneumonia. I hear it in your cough. What are they giving you?
Christian shakes his head. Dominic leaves the room in a hurry. Interior, nurse's station, continuous. Dominic approaches the nurse's station. Nurse Winters is on the phone and filling out a shift report log.
Excuse me, nurse?
Nurse Winters pauses talking and looks up at him.
I'll call you back later. Yes, sir?
Why is Mr. Norris in 1012 not receiving anything for his cough? He's in pain and coughing up blood.
Sorry, we can't give him anything.
Dominic walks closer to the counter and looks down at her.
I didn't formally introduce myself to you earlier. I'm Dr. Dominic Rhodes from the New York University Medical Center. I'm not asking you to break any HIPAA rules, but may I please speak with Mr. Morris's attending?
Unfortunately, his treating physician, Dr. Samuel, will not be in for another hour, but I assure you we are making Mr. Morris as comfortable as possible. Mr. Morris did list you as his next of kin, so no HIPAA rules are affected.
Dominic sighs and nods.
As you're well aware, Dr. Rhodes, AIDS severely attacks the immune system, and unfortunately, Mr. Morris is in the final stages.
AIDS?
I'm sorry, you didn't know?
No. I knew he was dying, but...
Doctor, I'll let you know as soon as I hear from Dr. Samuel.
Dominic nods slowly, still processing the information. She looks at him as he turns away, and he walks down the hallway and back into Christian's room. Interior, Christian's hospital room, continuous. Dominic returns, stunned, and his eyes fixed to the floor. Christian is embarrassed, and his face looks angry.
Now I understand why Cheryl hates you.
Christian points to the notebook. Dominic sits in the chair next to the bed. He opens the notebook and allows his eyes to scan the pages.
I knew my infidelity was bound to catch up to me one day. But I never knew that I would be dead by 28 and eventually go on to infect others, including Cheryl and her newborn Alicia. Every day that goes by, I think about the pain I caused to so many people. It feels like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
Dominic stands up and turns, facing the window, sadness in his watery eyes.